Hey guys and gals, let's take a look at the bricks and pieces in the Monkie King Ultra Mech by LEGO Monkie Kid. Set number 80045 contains approximately 705 bricks, and yes, you're going to have to tilt your head sideways for this one because I'm not really set up for these vertical sets. The boxes are vertical standing, and this one actually comes with a light brick. So yeah. Yeah. Let's open this up and see what kind of bricks and pieces we get inside. Matter of fact, this box was so huge I couldn't even do a face video like I normally do. But I don't really care much for doing face videos. But you can probably tell by the tone of my voice and fighting the tape, at least this box has got tape, that this is something I normally don't review. So we're going to have to dump the contents out. Well, it's got numbered bags. That's good. I wonder if they're individually numbered or... Oh. So we got manuals inside of a thing, huh? Is that the paper we were talking about? Alright. Ooh, we don't want that falling behind the counter. That's a 32 long shaft too. I can use those. Right. I have to be careful in unboxing just so I don't leak out assets and stuff like that. It hasn't been fully reviewed yet. So let's start with the manual here. It comes in one of these little paper containers. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Well, alright. Okay, well, there we go. Anything else in there? Now, that's not a bad little thing. I may have to hold on to this because I can actually store my manuals in there from other sets that are a little bit more important. And yikes! Holy cow, look at all those stickers. I actually have to put all those on. Well, if you're going to watch the live build of this on my second channel, you're going to hear the belly aching on that. So, there's the manual that it's bound. Okay, let me make sure here. Yeah, we've all seen this before. So, how many bags do we get in here? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Keeps going, huh? Just 15. Oh, I hope you get a teal brick separator. So I hope they're individual bags. So there's the manual and the stickers. And let's take a look at the bags here. Now, I'm not sure if they're individually numbered. Just by sitting here absorbing the parts, it looks pretty interesting. Oh, here's something we almost missed. More goodies. Looks like this is a piece of vinyl. Ooh, that leftover gold around the edges would be very helpful for stuff. So maybe I can use that for something else. I'm going to put that in the manual so we don't lose that. I got to build this and review it, huh? And, yeah, we've got some paper in there. Now, I'm not going to waste your time going through all this. Let's see how many. Well, that's a 15. So I don't know if they're individual bags or they're like 3 number 5s or whatever. We don't know. Well, let me clean all this up and we'll take a closer look at each bag. It appears that everything is individually bagged, which is really good. Let's take a look. So we obviously get this, I think it's a 32 long cross axle. Got a few of these. These are really handy for making tall trees and stuff, so you know they won't come apart or anything. That'll always come in handy. I may have to order some of those. And we have some various tools. I'm going to leave these in the bag here just so I won't lose them. So it's like we get ourselves some swords and looks like some kind of candlestick or something. I don't know what that is. And yes, it is a bedside unboxing, so you may hear me yawn a few times. Put that there. And now let's see what's in bag number 1. And where's those paper bags at, huh? We have a paper bag for the manual, but not for that. Okay. And small little bags. Let's see what's in here first. Just going to open it very carefully because I'm not going to pull it out all the way. It's probably a cape. Yeah, that's what it is. So we get one of those. Put that back in there. And the reason why I'm not bringing it out all the way because I don't want these getting lost. So, and oh, a transparent red windscreen. Those are very rare. That's like a softer plastic too. It's not like that hard rigid plastic. So maybe that might last a bit. And some of these 1x10, these bricks with bow. And parts to a minifigure. Oh, at first I thought this was Tony the Tiger, but no. Or something from the Flintstones. There's our teal brick separator and some Technic pieces. Now, the whole goal about these brick explorations is to see exactly what we get in a set. If you get the set for parts, or it's something you may not want, but you get it as a gift, instead of regifting, you can always go through it and see if there's any pieces. Slopes of various types. So those are always come in handy. In fact, I haven't seen these in any modern sets in a while. Some wedge plates or angular plates, 2x4 flat tiles. At first I thought this was a hinge piece. That's not a hinge, it's fixed. Must be a new piece or something. I've never seen those before. Let's get a couple of these. So, I'm not sure what those are about. And we have some down and up 1x2 by 2x2 angular plates. Very handy. And here we got a hinge plate here. 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. Some 1x1 bricks with bow right here. And a couple of these snot bricks. It's a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs. And a 1x2 Technic brick cross hole. Anything else here that catches my eye? A couple of these Technic beam with bearings. 1x2 Technic brick, stuff like that. A little nail. A wig piece. Yeah, half the stuff I already have in my collection, so nothing really special here yet. Where's the wow factor of this? Where's those gold pieces? I saw a bunch of gold on the box, but I think that's all stickers. Let's see here. We got some tiles. Oh no, those are red ingot pieces. I don't have any of those. Those will always come in handy for drawer fronts. And we have a light sword handle. Or no, that's different. It's almost like a dumbbell, a barbell. And some 1x2 jumper plates. One of these pearl gold double number 1x2 plates. I don't know, they got so many custom parts now in LEGO I can't keep up with them. And some more Technic pieces, some angular plates or corner plates, 1x2 by 2 corner plates. Upwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plates in blue-green. Well, we got a nice soft pliable plastic tail. Looks like Unikitty lost his tail in here. Any minifigure head. That's double-sided. Hope you can see that fine. And some black flame pieces. What would you use those for? I don't know. Maybe to have the spirits come up from the ground or something. I have no clue. And usually these ideas I just pop up in my head as I do the reviews on these. So you got some 2x2 plates, some 1x2 plates with bow, corner 1x1 flat tiles. Well, here's some of these light sword handles. Yeah. And some 1x2 plates with rail or slide. And some friction pins. Yeah. Nothing that's really exciting yet. I mean, there may be some pieces in here that you may be able to use for your builds. So, it doesn't matter what I think, because we all build different things. Okay, some 1x2 plates that are in blue-green. That's a new color, so hey, I'll scarf more of those up. And a couple of these 1x2, 1x1x1x2 downwards angular plates in black. Get a couple of those. One of these slopes with lattice. I believe that's what they called, and that's just in medium stone gray, and one of these little minifigure claw things you put on top of the torso, and then put the head on top of that. That's in pearl gold. Some of these little Technic nails with the stud. 1x2 plates with top holder. Some red candlesticks, round bricks, angular plates. So far this is the contents for bag 1. At least it's not dingy colors. There's a lot of red in here, a lot of yellow. So, well, only time will tell. Let's head over and take a look at bag 2. Let's see what we have in here. I do see some pieces of interest, and more waste of plastic. Oh, I haven't seen these in a while. What is this, a 2x4x4 angular plate. Haven't seen one of those in quite some time, so we get 2 of those. Great for making frames for roofs and stuff. I think that's a 9-stud long cross axle. Yep. Some angular plates. Got a 2x4 and a 3x3. And, oh, look, this thing's got a heart, huh? What was it, the Tin Man didn't have a heart? Found the heart for Tin Man, huh? And some of these, I think they're called Nexo Night Shields. Great for, I've seen some people use these for tiles, or for flags, or for decorative trim around a modular building. And we get some upwards and downwards angular plates. And, uh-oh, one of these dreaded stud launchers. So this thing's obviously going to fire stuff and poke your eye out. Well, here's one of these, this is like a 2x2 by 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow that's notched, like a wedge plate. So what would you use these for? I don't know. And some 2x2 bricks, 1x2 profile bricks, and some of these Technic pin splicer things. Ooh, I'm getting tired. In pearl gold. I don't know what I usually use these for campers, but yeah. Got one of these pearl gold number 2 bricks and some 1x4 plates and a telephone base. That's in pearl gold. So you can make a gold phone if you want to, and stuff. So this one's got pretty basic stuff in here. Oh, a 1x2 plate with stick. Yeah, so we got some very basic stuff in that one. So it looks like more and more this is going to be a very interesting build with half Technic. And some more of these 1x2 ingot tiles. Get a bunch of those in there in red. Wish they didn't have this little inset that says LEGO in there. They would make nice drawer fronts too. And some more of these 1x2 plates with bow, downwards 1x1x1x2 angular plates. So this set's obviously got a bunch of these so far. Got some 1x2 radiator grills, 1x1 bricks with a Technic cross hole. Okay, make sure it's a standard cross hole. Sometimes they have the one that will spiral around. And some, oh, pearl gold 1x1 plates. Nice. So this one's got some decent stuff, and some of these bushing, Technic cross axle bushings. Got a few of those, and some, let me see here, are these friction? Yeah, these are friction Technic pins with cross axle. I don't know if I'm getting my Technic stuff right. I don't really build with Technic that much. And some dark stone gray 1x1 Technic beams. So we got a few of these. These are great for making pipes and stuff. So far, this bag here, yeah, just a bunch of small stuff. Let's have a look at bag 3. And so far the parts in this set are just kind of, Stuff that I commonly would never use. Some nice Pro Gold Freddy Krueger claws. Well, we can make a whole Freddy Krueger's glove in here if we wanted to. Is that what that's for? See him in your nightmare? Alright. Well, that's kind of a neat little piece. I don't know what you'd use that for. Maybe a back of a sports car, maybe. Pretty interesting. Alright. Ooh, some of these 2x2 round profile bricks in Pro Gold. I have some of these in brittle brown and they're breaking, so I'm hoping these are the newer Pro Gold that doesn't break and crack and stuff. Plenty of snot bricks here. And got a torso. These are a piece that I don't really have. Is these 4x4 round disc frisbee things. Like what you'd use for, I don't know what you'd use these for, an umbrella or something? Don't know. Well, I've seen these before. Bottom part of a ship. And, oh, you got another one of these. Some of these inverted 2x2 plates with bow. Great for making like a back of a sofa or something. And some of these 2x2 by 2/3 angular plates. A shaft with flange. One of these little roof vent pieces. Here's the... Here we have some minifigure legs. They're supposed to go with this torso here. It's got some metallic finish on it. And a 1x4 plate with 2 studs and those stud launching things, so you can poke somebody's eye out with these. I know some people like these, but I think a lot of us can agree these are kind of annoying. I don't know why they put them in there. And okay, we got a minifigure head here, double-sided. 1x2x2 angular plates. Ooh, some 2x6 Technic bricks or Technic plates. These always come in handy. Some of these snot bricks. I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned these, but these are 2x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 8 studs. You got the studs on the face and some on the sides. So you can actually put these together if you wanted to and make a complete dice or something. I don't know, a die. And some of these things you put the ball in there, and you can, like for ball joints. And there's, well, I'm dropping parts all over the place. It's probably a hint right now to stop, huh? And looks like one of these hair pieces with the bandana on them. What is this, for Karate Kid? Now, mind you, when I come up with these ideas, I just see this stuff in my head and I just kind of go with it. Oh, I thought these were corner pieces, like for roofing. No, these are just kind of like the triple angular. I thought they were like regular roof slopes. And anything else in here that's nothing's really catching my eye at this point. Well, no, these are. A couple of these 1x2 bricks with half bow. Always looking for these of various colors. Great for making beds, rounding corners of vehicles, all sorts of stuff. Very handy part. Now let's see what's in this one here. And now mind you, I got to go through 15 bags. And this is only number 3. It's these really, what I call bizarre sets that have the weird pieces in them that have just tons of the small stuff. So we get plenty of ingots here in Pro Gold and red. Oh wow, a triple end piece for a slope, 45 degree. You know, I'm always looking for more roof slopes. I guess that'll help. That one, we'll build a house off that one whole piece. Some transparent 2x2 glider shoe plates, 2x2 flat tile, and a couple of these 1x2 plates with the Technic beam. And some of these corner Technic axle pieces. Now, honestly though, going through the parts on this is something that's just, I don't see anything really catching my eye. This is just stuff that parts that I commonly probably will never use. They would just probably go into the no man's land bin. Some of these 1x2 corner plates, angular plates, and a downwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plate. And that's just regular medium stone gray, like shoulder pads, shoulder guards. Yeah, so far, yeah, except for the Freddy Krueger claws. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Let's move on to bag 4, and so far, hard to say in the bag. Now imagine if these were in paper bags. We wouldn't really know what's in there, huh? Okay, let's see here. Now we're getting to some bigger stuff, mostly plates. We get some 4x4, 4x6, and 2x4 plates. So, great for, you know, for vehicles and stuff. Like here's a 4x8 plate. You know, pearl gold. Get more foam bases and some of these. I don't know what you'd call these. It's I think this is an 1845 degree slope 2x4. Not sure what you'd use those for other than what this is designed for. Maybe for an airplane, but boy, I am a klutz today. I am dropping parts all over the floor. Okay, so I got some corner bricks or round bricks. Now if I mess up and pronounce a name for some of this stuff wrong, you gotta understand it's early in the morning, and since I'm off work for a bit, a long bit, I gotta get my schedule where I'm up late at night again. So some of these, I think it's a 2x4 plate with 45 degree inverted slopes. Great for making planes and boats and stuff. And some of these blue-green corner plates, 3x3. Well, when I was building the cozy, wow, the tiny house, I was actually going to have to order some of these. Well, maybe I'm glad I didn't place an order. This set actually has 2 of them right there. LEGO thought they could pull a fast one on me and send me those parts I couldn't use. And no, I use those for propane tanks. I only need to order a couple of them, so that may be enough. Some white foam bases. There's some of these joints for the ball joints. It looks like we get both of these. Ooh, an upwards 1x2 angular plate. Some 2x2 plates with only 2 studs. I'm looking for these in other colors. And a 1x4 brick, a 1x4 brick with 4 studs, and a 1x4 Technic brick. 2x4 plate with 2 studs. Some of these things that go into the ball joints. Here's the other piece that accompanies this one right here. So, you know, maybe. Inverted 2x2 45 degree slopes. Okay, these are pretty cool. I've never really found a use for these profile bricks. It's like a 2x2 by 2/3 profile plate. I don't know what you'd really use these for. I've never found a use for them, really. You know. 1x3 plates. Yeah. Let's see what's in this one here. And sometimes you don't hear me, but I'm yawning through this. So that tells you, I hate to think that's a hint of what the build's going to be like. Ooh. 1x3 blue-green flat tiles. Great for making beds and stuff. And some more of these downwards 1x1 by 1x2 angular plates. We get maybe a couple more in here. And we get some upwards 1x1 by 1x2 angular plates. We get a couple of those in yellow. Now these colors right here remind me of old Technic sets. When I was a kid growing up in the 80s, that's what we had. Some more of these corner angular flat tiles. We get 2 of those, and more of these red ingot pieces. So, you know, if these were yellow, you could make the yellow brick road. And yes, you probably hear me reference a lot of movies and stuff in these. Just that's what I see in my mind, my imagination. So these actually right here make great bricks for, you know, like brick pavers, brick cobblestone. So you can get a bunch of those, you can do that too. So number 2, 1x2 rounded plates. A 1x2, I think it's a 1x2 plate with handle, studs, and more of these pearl gold 1x1 plates, and upwards 1x1x1x1 angular plate. So far, you know, stuff in here I would most likely never use for my style of builds. But there is stuff like the angular plates and these type of pieces here. So far I'm seeing these pieces mostly used for cars and vehicles. Let's move on to bag 5. Probably just going to blast through this and really only focus the pieces that interest me. Because these videos do drag out from time to time, and it's almost the same stuff when you go about halfway through. So here's a soft plastic 4x4 modified plate with 2 holders. I'm not sure what you'd really use these for. Maybe a dumpster lid or something. And some more blue-green plates. So we get some 2x6s and some angular plates. And a Nexo shield. And another upwards 1x2x1x2 angular plate. We get a couple of those. And a 1x4x3 windscreen or a window. Okay, so these are actually like painted metallic shields. Pretty cool. And some, ooh man, I wish these were black. I could have used these as well as this. 1x3 and 2x4 bricks with bow. And we got a another one of those, and this right here kind of caught my eye. It's one of these, I don't know, you'd use these probably for a boat or something, but it's pearl gold. It's like a 45-degree slope. It's hard to say. I know that's 45 degrees there on the ends. And modified 1x2 plate with 2 holders or 2 sticks, 1x4 plate. One of these wedge plates, 4x6. Some more 1x1 bricks with bow. One of these look like an engine scoop. We get a couple of those. 2x4 plate. One of these here. Ball bearing 1x1 bricks. Now, this bag here doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff in it. Yeah, so far the pieces in this set, I'm just going to be blunt honest, there's some in here that I could use, but most of this is really kind of, you know, take that thumbs down, flip it upside down, or take a thumbs up, flip it upside down. It's not looking too good for an average mock builder. Okay, we get some more of these modified plates with bow, some pearl gold plates, some of these pearl gold angular plates. So these would be good, like, you know, if you're making a, you know what these would work good for? If you're making a ballroom, you know how ballrooms have that really fancy floor? You could use these for a fancy ballroom floor. And they even come in, even some of these 1x2 45-degree slopes with the little tile on top are in pearl golds. This one's actually got some decent pieces in here. Here's another one of those arm pieces. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking I'm going to have to really read the manual carefully on this one. Let's see, here's some more of these painted pearl gold pieces. Or, I think it's metallic gold. So these are painted here. And this stuff here is pearl gold. And some of these little blue-green hearts. Oh, this thing must be a loving mech, huh? Got some hearts in here, some more of these angular plates, and number 2 1x2 plates, 1x1 flat tiles, and yeah, there's some interesting pieces in there. Let's tackle bag 6, and this is a pretty heavy bag here, so hopefully there's some interesting stuff in this now, like big pieces. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look at that. This thing caught in there. I got to be careful. I don't want to throw away parts. Alright, so some of these hood pieces, you got a 4x6 hood and one of these, you know, like which you use for like airplanes. So you get a couple of these. Well, if you wanted to build that red pickup truck, there you go. There's a bunch of those there. Alrighty. Wow. 2x8 bricks in a modern set. I thought these were like in more of the kiddie sets, and I've seen a lot of this blue-green in here all of a sudden, so now it's starting to get colorful. So you get various plates in that color, like 2x6 plates and 3x3 quarter rounds, and here's some of these. This is a quarter round brick with bow. Okay, so we got a couple of those. Downwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plate, and I think that's yellow-green. I call it lime-green. One of these weird Technic pieces. I think that goes on there. Well, I don't want to press that on there. My luck, I probably won't get that undone. I don't want to break it. Some 2x2 bricks. Some 2x4, 2x3 plates. More of these, a little bit of that, 1x6 Technic brick with 5 holes. Lots of these 1x2 by 2x2 upwards angular plates, and we got the same version but downward style. So this one here has actually got a lot of bigger stuff. Some of this stuff I actually could use. Ooh, 2x3 flat tiles. I wonder how much of this stuff is going to get stickered, huh? That's a good question. I'll have to save that for the build. And yes, there may be some belly aching in there too. Got a belly ache over all those stickers, huh? How much of this is going to be stickified? Alright, let's take a look in here. So now it's starting to get to the same old stuff. Like we've seen these modified plates with bow. Oh, here's some inverted 1x2s. 1x2 plates with bow. So, how many of those do we get in there? Like 4? There's 5. 6? Not too bad. Some of these 45-degree slope plates with the plate on the bottom. And we get more of these red ingot pieces. So, there you go. If you're paving a road, we've got plenty of those and some friction pins. Is that a friction Technic pin? It's white. Looks like it is with the stud on the end. Maybe it's not a friction pin. Well, there's one way to find out. We'll just shove it in this. Now, does it spin around freely? Let's see here. Yeah, so that is a regular Technic pin, not a friction pin. If you put them in here like this, see, you can't really turn that. That's a friction pin. And those are a pain in the rear to get out. So you got to stick something in there that's kind of oddball. And no, don't use your teeth. And I got to figure out how to get that out of this. Take another one of these and shove it through there. Like I said, may not ever get those out. So, and we get some round 1x1 transparent orange flat tiles. Some of these things that take a ball joint. Yeah, let's set this bag here. Has some pieces that I could possibly use. Here we have bag 7. Let's see what's inside this. Okay. Oh wow. Red 2x4 bricks in a modern set. I mean, you barely ever see these in anything modern anymore. It's all custom stuff now. And some 2x6 plates. See, these are more like a rigid plastics. You got to be careful with those. And some 4-stud long Technic cross axles. Get out of my way, Sonny. And one of these. I used one of these for the golf cart. One of these modified. I think you'd see 1x4 plate with 2 slopes. Inverted 1x4 plates with 1x4 bricks with bow. Some more of these little engine scoop pieces. Get several of those. 2x3 bricks. Pearl gold. I gotta look up the name. Double beam or something? Not sure. You usually use those for fifth wheels for the fake awnings, but yeah. And some modified 2x2 bricks, with one with a cross axle and one with a ball joint. And this is obviously non-friction, so it means it'd be free roaming. One of these pieces that I drop on the floor. Okay, so we get a couple of those. Some downward 1x2 by 2x2 angular plates. So far, yeah. Yep. This bag here is just kind of, yeah. Oh, maybe there might be something in there after all. Oh, these are not the pearl gold. They're metallic gold. So we get several of these quarter round 2x2 flat tiles. I think these are called a tile with bow or arch, but these are the metallic gold. So we get several of those. Ooh, 1x1 flat tiles. I wish they would make a pearl gold version of that. I don't know if they do, but okay. Well, this caught my eye here. You know, if you're making a bank or something, there you go. You got your gold pieces for your safe. or like I said, if you're making a ballroom or something, there you go. And that one flew off. Got some more of these angular plates. At this point, we've already know what these are. I'm just going to point them out. And some of these 3.2 shafts with the ball on the end. Inverted 1x2 slopes. Some more of these ingot pieces. Yeah, so except for the gold stuff in here, it's pretty much just common stuff that I've seen all the time. Now let's have a look at bag 8. And at this point, everything is starting to look the same to me. So now it's going to go quicker, because we've already seen all the good stuff. Okay, so, oh wow, wait, no, maybe not. Some 2x3 inverted 25-degree slopes. Very handy piece. Very handy piece for making vehicles and stuff. So you get a few of those in red. Really cool. Some 1x6 plates. We got more angular plates of various sizes and shapes and colors. And these ball joints. Oh, okay, these are in pearl gold. These engine scoops. We've seen these before. Some more of these angular plates. So here's a smaller version of that one piece in pearl gold. Okay. And I've seen these little modified 1x2 plates with the shaft. Okay, these pieces here really come in handy. 1x3 inverted, no, 1x3 inverted bows, I believe. We get plenty of these, though, these 2x2 plates with bow. More Nexonite shields. Oh, wow. A 2x2 45-degree slope. And these are really rare. I mean, rare. Especially palisade bricks. Oh, here we go. Got a couple of these round 2x6 plates. You know, too bad they don't make these like a tile variant. And you can make a nice round kitchen table. Well, of course, you could just stick those gold tiles on there, too, and there you go. Not a bad idea. And then we got the small bag here. I wonder what's all in this one. Well, almost the same stuff we've seen before. Let's see what we have in here. We've obviously seen the ingots in both red and blue-green, as well as these custom angular pieces. We've seen these before. 1x1 bricks, or 1x1 plates, 1x1 plates with holder, and with 1x1 plate with shaft and pearl gold. So, okay. We got some of these little plugs you would stick in those track pieces, like the Technic tractors and stuff. This is to give more grip, you know, on a surface. Some more of these pearl gold 45-degree slopes. Number 1 1x2 plate. round 2x2 plates. Ooh! A 1x2 triple 45-degree slope. Looks like we get 2 of these. These are kind of rare. You know, you use them on the Pyramid of Giza if you wanted to, or use it as a topper for your roof. So those are always handy. I don't know if I really ever would use pearl gold for anything, but yeah. Now, so far, there are some hidden gems in this bag that I could possibly use. Well, let's have a look at bag 9. Oh, this one's like vacuum sealed, huh? I guess to preserve the freshness. Okay, let's see here. Take a really good look here. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Looks like it's the same stuff we've seen before. We got some 4x4 plates, 2x6 plates. What else? Some angular plates. And I remember one of you guys and gals commented that these were used for, I can't remember what they were for. I said they looked like a top of a picnic basket. I can't put my finger on what you told me what these were for. So I forgot. I am sorry. It's one of these modified 2x3 plate things. Almost like I could use these for like some kind of a mine theme or something. Or these pearl gold angular plates. In fact, I got a lot of pearl gold pieces now. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, let alone the stuff I have. Ooh! Balloon pieces. Oh, I could use these. Not much for propane tanks, but get the top parts to those. You can make some balloons. So maybe it's going to hand balloons out to all the kids who've been good during the holidays, huh? Some 2x2, 2/3 angular plates, 2x2 plates, some modified angular plates that are 2x2. Yeah, and I've been looking for these in red. Well, there they are. Little bag. Well, this one looks like it may have some interesting stuff, and I see pearl gold in there. Let's see. Open that right up. Let's see here. Oh, one that's being stubborn doesn't want to come out. There we go. So I thought it was something special, just round 1x1 transparent orange flat tiles. Okay, we got some of these 45-degree slopes with the tile. These are in red. And I do need these in red. Never had to order them. Probably never will because I'm dropping parts. So speaking of the pearl gold stuff. Okay, so these are actually painted gold. I think we already talked about these, but I'm really surprised they don't make all these parts in pearl gold. I don't know why they don't. So these are metallic gold. And there's a difference with them. You can probably tell by the sheen of these. May not pick up on the camera. This one is not as metallic as these. So, but you got to be careful with the finish on these. The finish on these type of parts will rub off. I'm not sure what the color underneath is. Probably white or something. If I had an old one, I'd probably find out. I don't want to wreck my parts. Even if this stuff was given to me for review, and yes, this set was provided to me by LEGO for review, I'm not going to destroy parts. That's just kind of wasteful. Some modified 1x2 plates with bow. Wow. I could always use these for siding and stuff, not in that color, but 1x2 by 2/3 slopes. Let's see what's in bag 10, and my eyes are burning. But I got to finish this up. This is on a deadline, so I got to get it done quick. Okay. Ooh. 3x4 25-degree slopes. Oh, I thought that was a ridge piece, but you also get a 2x4 by 2/3 plate with bow. I could use these. Not enough in here to roof a house, obviously, but it's there. I used to use these, but in white for the school bus. So there you go. They're just in red. And some downwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plates in red. That's a new piece. Huh. Probably attached to a joint. I think this part accompanies it. And a torso with a crown. Huh. At first I thought that was Sleeping Beauty. You know, some of these faces would be good for emojis. So that's what I'm seeing there. One of these funky heads, but this one's only one-sided. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was regular. No, that's custom. Well, custom in this set probably. And yes, I'm starting to fall asleep. And something with an elephant trunk. So I guess we got Elephant Man in here. I don't know. Some 1x4 Technic bricks. Great for making mills plates. I bet these accompany this right here. Oh, okay. Some pumpkins in dark tan. I did that pumpkin patch, but I used orange, not that color. I didn't know this came in there. Well, now we know. More custom torsos. And so we got some 1x2 or 2x2 plates with bow. We also got the inverted variants as well. So, yeah. Jay, you don't sound too excited. So far, it's mostly just medium to small pieces. I think the only big thing I saw was a few plates and those 2x8 bricks. So obviously this is going to be a very lengthy build. I don't know how exciting it's going to be yet. I haven't built it. Okay, we got some quarter round 1x1 flat tiles in metallic gold. So we get just 5 of those. Okay. And more of these modified plates and these chest decoration or shoulder. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, I yawned. This is soft plastic, but some of these shoulder protectors and... What is that? What is this, a tie-back undercut piece? Looks like a wig. It looks like a part of a wig. I first thought it maybe was one of those things you'd scoop up for water, but no. Bet that fits on it. Let me see here. Now I'm curious. We'll stick that right on there, huh? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It was an undercut top knot thing. Yeah, that's something new. And some hollow studs. I can use these that I drop on the floor. And some more of these ingot pieces. So yeah, this is getting to be the same old stuff at this point. Moving on to bag 11. Yes, we got 4 more after this one. And no, I'm not going to mix them up. That would be pretty brutal. I want to get this one done as quickly as possible. Alright, so we got some more of these corner plates. 2x4x4 corner plates. More of these engine scoops. Angular plates. Oh, a 1x5 plate. Wow, something different in here. Okay, you can always use those. Great for vehicles. And pearl gold ingots. And a 1x1 plate with stick. So I get a couple of gold things in there. Round plates. Angular plates of various sizes. Yeah. Some of these Technic bricks with the half beams, lift arms. I think they're lift arms. I think that's what they are, lift arms. 1x2 plates. Well, this bag was pretty much a quickie. Well, we're getting close to the end here. Let's take a look at bag 12. I could be doing a tutorial right now. 2x4 plates, lots and lots of 2x4 plates in red. Okay, could use those for something, and then some more angular plates. So really, if you're buying this set and you get it for parts, I mean literally you are getting angular plates, like just tons. This would probably be a great set for topping off angular plates and plates with bow. Okay, here's some of these Technic bricks with the 1x2 plate on the end. Be great for making trailer chassis with those. And we got some pearl gold pieces, like foam bases. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Some inverted or downwards teeth. A 1x2 plate with a tooth. These are great for all sorts of stuff, so I could use those. And some more custom stuff. Okay, so here's some 45-degree slope with the flat tile. And sand yellow. Some more sand yellow stuff here. 1x2 plate with holder and a 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. More number 1x2 plates. Downwards 1x1x1x1 angular plate. Yeah. And I noticed there's no more bags within bags. What happened, Lego? You ran out? You got tired? Got some of these Nexonite shields. Alright, let's make this a quick bag 13 here. It's becoming the same old stuff now at this point. Well, maybe not. I'm actually seeing some pieces like these 2x4 plates in blue-green. Okay, well that's something there. Most of the stuff we've already seen, like the tiles. Oh, well, Lego snuck one of those in on me, huh? And whoa, printed? Seriously? There's a printed piece in here? That's the first printed piece. It's on a 3x3 round flat tile. What a waste. But it's printed though. That's all that matters. Any more printed goodies in there, or is that the only one? Get some more of these round plates. Nexonite shields. Some angular plates. 2x2 plates and inverted plates with bows. Corner plates. Some more of these lattice pieces here, so I can pick it up. Right now, in filming time, I've already spent probably about an hour doing this, taking breaks here and there. Okay, I could use these here. Oh, this has got a corner. It's a modified 1x2 plate with bow, and it's like, oh, it's a regular one. No, that's a custom one. Got some more red ingot pieces, 1x2x2 corner plates. Some of these 2x2 by 2/3 angular plates. Okay. And at this point, I don't know why they package these up in with this. Why they just throw it all in one bag, I don't know. Pretty much the same stuff we've seen. Okay, we had the pearl gold ingots. Now we have the metallic gold ingots. So, Lego, what gives with the different types? Well, these are pretty cool. You know, you could use these for Santa's sleigh, like the jingle bells, pretty much. Or for a thing attached to your curtain rod. A gold 1x1 nose cone. Some of these modified 1x2 plates with the Technic lift arm. And a 1x2 plate with friction stubs. So yeah. Well, let's have a look at bag 14. Looks like it's the same old stuff. I could be wrong though. We'll take a look and see here. Yeah. Ugh, get out of my way. Oh, this one's got 2 bags. I guess we're making up for the last couple of ones we're missing. Alright, what are these? Mega engine scoops? Something you'd see probably on a motorcycle or something. Yeah, I haven't seen those before. Get a couple of those. And some more of these type of angular bricks. Got some modified 2x2 angular plates. There's the light brick. So I have a bunch of these with dead batteries, and the batteries for these things are pretty pricey, so what do? I don't even bother fixing them, really. I should. Okay. Minifigure head. Some more of these weird pieces. I have no clue. And some custom fairy wings. Well, maybe we'll have to use these for Jay the Surfer after he, after going through all these parts, you know, dying of excitement. And some of these little flag pieces. Those are good for castles and stuff. And a small engine scoop. And this one is metallic gold. And a spear that is in pearl silver. That's the first pearl silver piece. And of course, you got your angler plates and your plates with bows and stuff and all that stuff. So this is just, you know. Then we got to go through all the little stuff here. And I'll save my final opinions until the end of the video, so you're going to have to wait. I mean, I have to wait too. I got to go through one more bag after this. So these are regular studs. I thought those were hollow, transparent, clear. Would have been cool. And we got a tooth. Some more of these shafts with bearing, and more of these corner tiles. Some black 1x2 number 1 plates. Okay, what is that there? Oh wow, we got a little... Oh, wait a minute. You know what I bet this goes to? Something like that. So something's growing out of his head. I'm always looking for wigs and stuff, you know. Different styles of wigs. Oh wow, a 1x1 plate with top holder. Or vertical grip or something in blue-green. That's rare. I've never seen those pieces in that color. I mean, the color palette on that piece alone is very limited. And we got some gold leaf pieces. Not enough to do a fall scene. And round 2x2 flat tile that's plain. I thought there was something printed on that. I bet that's going to get heavily stickered, huh? And a 2x2 round plate with single stud. I thought that was a bandana, but I don't know what that is. Goes to a minifigure, obviously. You can see a minifigure sits inside. We'll find out when we build the set, huh? And some of these 1x1 plates with the holder. Now, ew, brittle brown. Uh-oh. Some modified plates. Looks like they're already broken, so I guess the brittle brown has started. That's just how they were molded. Okay. You know, so far at least everything's individually packaged, so this should be a very straightforward build. We got some skeleton arms here. And ooh, these are printed. So they're 1x1 flat tiles that have a print on them. Not sure what those are. Probably for the ray gun here. So we got ourselves a... Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. A projectile launcher thing here. And I think we just had a little earthquake. Whole place just shook for a second. And, I mean, the show's got to go on, right? It's not falling down on me. Some quarter round 1x1 flat tiles and some of these 1x2x2 corner plates, angular corner plates, and some round plates and stuff. So yeah, we're seeing some printed pieces, but not a whole lot. Oh, the last bag. So let's unbag 15 here. Alright, I do see some pieces of interest in here. You know how they have point of interest? Well, this is piece of interest here. First thing is, we got some of these little Technic cogs in pearl gold. Now, if you're making a real working clock and you want it to look really nice, there you go. We got some 2x2 round profile bricks. And what is this? Some kind of cloud piece? Oh, you know what you could use these for? You're building a house. Just use those for smoke coming out of the chimney. That's what it looks like. Or somebody vaping, however you want to look at it. Maybe use that, put that in front of the minifigure's mouth. And what is this, 12 stud long? I don't know, this set doesn't even actually have bricks now. 2, 4, 6, yeah, this would be a 12 stud long cross axle. And we got plenty of 4, and these are all in red too. It's pretty much all the same stuff in here. Some angular cross axle. Now I found out what these are called. They're cross axle extenders. So we get a few of these here. And these are number 4s. I'm not sure of the angle because I don't really use these a lot. Like this obviously here has a 0 angle. And this one here is a number 2. Can't remember which one was number 1. Here, this one's a number 4. So a lot of stuff in here that can roll off a table, so you gotta be careful. And then we have some gold rims. Large ones. So if you're going to make a semi-truck, there you go. I mean, how many of these you get? 4 in here? So if they gave you 6 would have been better, but they only give you 4. So maybe you can use them for a pickup or something. Some of these modified weird pieces. Yeah. I mean, there's some interesting pieces in here. I'll save my opinions for... Well, we'll save my opinions after we get done with the last bag here. Okay, some bushings, some friction pins with a ball joint, some 2x2 round flat tiles with center hole, and it's been like an hour and a half. Oh, and I forgot to mention, yes, we did have a little trimmer out here, so nothing big. Some little 3 stud long Technic nails, and some of these little ball things. Alright. So let's take an account of all the bags that I had reviewed. And my assessment is, for me as a mock builder, a lot of this stuff is mostly just accessory pieces. A lot of this stuff I'll probably never use. If you're into making vehicles, there's probably a good gold mine for this. You know, a lot of pieces to make. I see a lot of this stuff being made for vehicles or some custom, more decorative stuff. Now, as far as for the parts being interesting for the build, I can't really say how interesting the build is, but so far there's a lot of small pieces, so this is probably going to be a very challenging build. So if you're buying this set and you just watch this whole video in one sitting, I tip my hat off to you. So I think this is honestly going to be a very complicated build. There's 1,700 bricks that we went through, and it's going to be tedious. So I'll have to pre-read the manual, and for those of you who watch on my second channel, I do live builds of this stuff. Like, I build it from start to finish in a video series. And one of the things that I do is I check for mirrors. So a lot of this stuff I've seen duplicates in bags. So I think we're going to be building, like, a left arm is in one bag and a right arm is in another bag and stuff like that. So if they're mirrored, I can just build both of them at one time. So it may not take too long. But so far, I'm going to be honest with you. The parts, there were some interesting pieces, but nothing that really has wowed me, you know. There's just nothing that really caught my interest. Now, if you're into this theme, it's probably a gold mine, but you know, for me as a city and suburban builder, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'll probably pass on this one.